All right, everybody, welcome in. I'm a little bit slow to the draw this time. Welcome in to the Dalen McCutcheon episode 33 of the Barking Brown Show. I'm your host, Jacob, over at Roachism13 on the Twitters, joined as always by my wonderful co-host, Andy Manchin. Hold the fuck up. What the hell's going on here?
What's wrong with no, that you had it right. You're perfect.
What? How about this? Guys, welcome in. I will bring on the other people. That was a terrible bit. I don't know why the hell I thought that was a great idea. Welcome in, all four. Welcome. This is the DawgChug Barking Browns Show Extravaganza.
Barking DawgChug Show. Dog Barking Chug Show.
Chug barking.
Merry Christmas.
Wow.
Hey,
All right,
I'll tell you what. I got a beer from Tulsa.
I got some in the cooler.
We got here.
Special shout out.
Yeah,
to our
special shout out to
wonderful
our great friend Jess.
Jessica. Oh,
All the way from Tulsa from Jessica.
Jessica, thank you so much.
Jessica.
Thank you. We love you.
Ooh,
Cheers.
And just an extra special. I have some of your cookies, and I cannot wait. Roger's in physical pain as I show these. I'll be eating them throughout the show. Cheers to you, Jessica.
Cheers.
Cheers to Jessica.
Salute.
Not bad.
Ooh.
Not too bad. I like that. Kind of got like a rustic taste to it. I like it. Little earthy. Andy's just going all in.
Andy, man, you are. Ooh, baby.
Guys,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'll do our regular P's and Q's, our regular intros. Welcome into episode 33. We are teaming up with our good friends Roger and Andy over at the DawgChug. We told you we were going to do this for the bye week. The bye week is over. The Browns are focused on the final five, but we want to take just one more second, have some fun, some shenanigans, some hijinks, get everybody, kind of a break from the toxicity that is Browns Twitter on the daily. And we want to have some fun as the Browns get ready to round into the final 5 games of the season of what we thought was going to be the best season ever. And maybe it still could be. There will be some optimism on this show. There will be some hijinks. There will be some shenanigans. But I wanted personally to hijack this for just a second to tell everybody, watch the Twitters in the next 24 to 48 hours. Massive personal announcement should be coming in that time. Maybe an announcement related to this podcast as well. Thank you, as always, for all the likes, comments, subscribes, the follows.
You're firing it already, aren't you?
I am. I've already fired him. He just doesn't know it yet.
I would never,
Anyway,
never sign up for that.
what?
I need it. I need him.
I don't. Okay.
It's like a kidney. I need the man.
Nick's
Thank
in
you,
love.
guys. As always, thank you for spending your time is the most valuable thing you can give to anybody. Thanks once again for giving some of that to us. We are going to just launch right the hell into it. First, I want real quickly to bring on the 2 producers, our good friends, Ed in Columbus and Ross. Guys, how are we doing this evening?
What's up, guys? Got my beer. Thanks, Jessica.
I got my beer. Thanks, Jessica. Oh, I get to look at my fire. Oh, how you doing, Andy? How you doing, Roger? Backstabber, DawgChug. How's it going, guys?
Whoa!
All right. They
Thought this
said
was
hi
going
now.
to be a friendly show.
You guys have a human resources department that I can contact. I feel abused right now.
We'll need to get a consultant on that, I think.
Yeah, send
We
it
don't
to
have the
P.O.
money
Box.
left for a full-time gig.
Send it to
we've got-
P.O. Box. It doesn't matter where it gets sent.
Guys,
Jacob, we have a lot of great content. I think we should get Ed off and get to it.
all right, guys, we will check in with you guys a little bit later on. Our good friends Ross and Ed. All right, guys, we have got a jam-packed show for you guys tonight. It's going to be fun, I promise. We're going to launch right in because I've been told that the great Nick Carnes has a poem that he
I
would
do.
like to read. So,
I do.
Mr. Carnes, the floor is yours.
And so this is to The Night Before Christmas, because that's probably my favorite. I don't know. I love The Night Before Christmas. And so I composed this. I sent it to Avita.
Hey.
It was Avita approved.
Can I ask you something first?
Yeah.
So I heard a conspiracy theory last night that the Grinch died and became Jack Skellington. Look it up. It's legit.
Okay. All right. I'm putting my tinfoil hat on. I'm ready to look it up.
Look it
All
up.
right. So, in the true spirit, I'm excited about this because we've been waiting to do this for a long time, and so I'm just gonna kind of launch into it. Give me 1 second here because I have it on my phone. All right. It was the week of Baltimore in the barking Chug house. The excitement was palpable, none more than Ed's shouts. He shares a Browns moment from 1983 and once again flips the bird to Art Modell with glee. Everything will be A-OK as long as you have J-OK. And here the Browns are coming off a loss, but you wouldn't know it talking to Ross. If only the Browns would push the orange jersey movement, they'd send Baltimore to the abyss. That'd be just the start of the improvement. The clowns of the fan base have declared the season dead. That's some stats from Jacob to spin the narrative on its head. He comes off saying it so nicely. Facts have a way of sending the message spicy. Who sips the Kool-Aid stronger than Nick? Every week, a positive outlook sends Sean into a fit. The best part of these little disputes is somehow that optimistic bastard roots his takes and truths. Surely Andy won't be Mr. Glass Half Full. It's right to the top. What nonsense are they trying to pull? A chug for good luck, a bark for pleasure. He believes too. Mansion, what a treasure. And then there's Roger doing his prank calls, giving us something to believe in the falls. We've got a phone call and we've got a pizza too. Here's a little jamboree. We've got something special for you. So this right here is the DawgChug Browns barking collaboration. Tonight, a win for Sunday. Both end in celebration.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Well done, Nick. Well done.
There's nothing like getting
Holy shit.
additional follows and audience for this podcast like Nick rhyming. Good job. And
Yeah.
actually, Roger and I also prepared a little poem.
Oh,
boy.
I'll do
the
the honors,
floor is
Roger.
yours.
It's such an honor to be invited to appear on the Barking Browns. You're a professional, informative podcast, but now you have to deal with us clowns. We usually attract the same 6 viewers, but today we'll have more. And fortunately for you, your show won't be such a complete bore. You have such great Browns content that we could never hope to match. So instead, we play games and dumb bits so our audience doesn't dispatch. We needed to bring it, so may I present my big jug? Because we're on the Barking Browns and it's time for our crazy chug. And with that,
All right.
can you share
Andy.
my screen and bring Ed back, please?
Andy, I have that cup.
Wow, that's amazing. We're like brothers.
We need Ed and
share my screen, please.
and Andy's screen. Right.
By the way, I can do that. Okay, so I want Ed. You get revenge on me with the help of Nick and Jacob. I want you to pick 3 from the first list, 2 from the second list, and 1 from the third list.
Okay. Well, I say we just go 1, 2, 3. So I'll go first, and I'll say from the pick 3, let's go Knob Creek.
All right.
Cool.
I'm going to go Sky.
Sky Pineapple.
Yes.
You know what?
Pineapple.
In honor of Jacob and I's conversation the other day, I'm gonna pick 3 olives watermelon.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Ed, you want to get us started on column 2? You get to pick 2 of these.
Well, I'm angry. So let's go Angry Orchard. I'm angry.
Oh, I hate Angry Orchard.
At
Go with the
Andy.
Great Lakes, Dort.
Okay. Yeah. Roger.
And then-
Roger gets my pick. Yeah.
And Ed, we'll let you round out the last one. You can pick whichever terrible thing you want me to mix this with.
Oh,
Make it-
LaCroix Black Raspberry.
I figured you were gonna go milk for sure.
That would be too mean. I can't be that mean. Yeah.
All right, let's get that off now, and we can continue with the show. I'm gonna start mixing, and we'll save that for later.
Andy, you're
I have
a
no
gentleman and a
conversation.
scholar, is what you are. You know, poor Ed's been having a rough time, and now his heart is going to be filled with joy. I don't know how you do it.
Friend of the show, Mitch, would like to try his hand. He says, Nick is so clever and quick with his wit. That rhyme right there was some Dr. Seuss shit. Phenomenal. Loved it. Loved it. All right.
I messed up the last part with Roger. I had a little bit more, but I messed it up. So I'm sorry.
Roger, I need to know, where'd you get that shirt?
I'm sorry?
Where'd you get your shirt?
Where did I get my shirt? I don't know. Amazon, man. I got this shirt. 2016. And I've had it hanging back here. This is my party shirt. I brought it. I wore it. I only break this out for special occasions. And you know what? I'm ready to go tonight. Fired up. I'm like an elf in front of the urinals. I'm on my toes tonight, baby. I'm ready to go.
Well, we've got a lot of great stuff for you guys tonight. Colin weighing in, saying he loves the orange jersey that Nick's got rocking. Not one person has complimented my Spider-Man Santa Claus hat, and I'm pretty upset about it. So we're going to move on to our game. One of my favorite games that they play over on the DawgChug, Spit Sip Chug. I'm going to pass over hosting duties to Mr. Mansion as soon as he steps back onto the screen. I'm sure he is making his concoction of just wonderful things. I would like to point out one thing real quick. Oh, Kelly says she loves my Spider-Man Santa Claus hat. So there you go. Boom. Boom. Kelly's number one in my book now. Anyway, I would like to say one thing about actual football news today. David Njoku found his way to the COVID-19 list today. I will point out that I also saw a tweet from him about an hour and a half or so ago that said, shake my head, I don't feel anything. So that tells you at least, I don't know if he's vaxxed or unvaxxed, so I don't know. But if he is vaccinated and isn't feeling symptoms, I wouldn't think worst case scenario based on what that tweet said. So there's a little bit of optimism for you as Andy continues to make this amazing concoction. Andy, are we ready? Are you ready for spit?
1 second.
Yes.
Some may wonder why I'm eating these cookies just randomly.
Are you enjoying that cookie, Nick?
I'm really enjoying it.
You know, you rat bastards. I all day, all week, they're posting pictures of eating cookies, and some of those are supposed to make it to Cuyahoga Falls too, and it's just rude.
It is very rude. Roger didn't. Okay, so these cookies right here are courtesy also of Jessica, because Jessica's amazing. And Ross was hoarding them, just hoarding them. Right? He didn't share. And Roger came all the way up from Cuyahoga Falls to Cleveland to tailgate. Didn't get any cookies.
Right.
Where's the disconnect there? What's going on?
I apologize, but I think I made up for it with my tailgate setup, and I did bring the beer.
Cookie crumbs on his right here on his goat when he was telling us. I forgot the cookies. There are cookie crumbs.
Okay, 2/3 of the people here got those. Okay, 66% on-time delivery rate.
That's not an F.
They're amazing, by the way. Jessica, you are a wizard.
All right, Andy.
You know, the whole cookie thing, and people that don't know, is Jessica, she sent us all 6 of us beer and cookies, homemade cookies. And we made it easy on her, and we said, okay, we're all going to be, send it to 2 separate places other than, Jacob down and Ed where he's at. And, everything worked like a charm. up until that moment when he was packing up the Nintendo, and that was his top priority, and not my cookies. And you start to deprive a fat guy of cookies, and it's trouble.
I get it, man. I get it because I ate all those cookies and boy, they were delicious.
I was looking forward to the cookies more than the beer.
Hey, for the record, my wife made this fettuccine Alfredo. It's phenomenal. Great. That's what I'm eating. I'm going to keep eating it.
So we got to play Spit Sip Chug. It's a game we play every week on the DawgChug. And basically, I'm going to read a statement, and we're all going to go around. And if you strongly agree with it, then you say chug and explain why. If you are tepid, then you sip. And if you strongly disagree, you spit. Make sense?
Oh, man. Does Ed have cookies?
Ed just wanted to get on here real quick to rub.
Yeah, I want to say something.
In Roger's face.
I wanted to, stop Andy from that. We have mad love for Andy. We're all good now. After you chug that, we're gonna be all good. But I wanted to take a shot when you did that. But I also got cookies. But I also wanted to say this since I'm the historian that 80 years ago, a day that lived in infamy. I got to give it up for Pearl Harbor. It was a bad movie, but and Jacob, you're in the Army, and it means a lot to our servicemen, and hopefully they're watching. So shout out USA, USA. So
Never
Andy,
forget
if you'd like,
the
I'd like to
7th
do
of
a chug
December.
with you for all the brave men and women that
Wow.
support us.
Absolutely.
Way to bring the show down to a crawl.
I'm sorry.
Ed,
I love
you're
America.
wonderful.
I love America.
You're wonderful, Ed.
Thank you, sir.
Jacob,
I got
you got to be
I got
quicker
cookies
on that
just
green
now.
room
Hey,
button.
Roger, check these cookies out, buddy.
This was a terrible idea, Jacob.
That's
All right.
a great idea, and I'm glad I did it.
Yes, feels good, doesn't it?
Sure does.
All right. So I'm going to read the first question of Spit Sip Chug. I think we're only doing 2, and you guys might have 1. So
We
only
have 2
questions.
We have 2.
Oh, you do have 2. Great. All right. Well, we'll go back and forth. So our first question, and Jacob, we're going to start with you, is it's amazing that the DawgChug is still on all the way through week 13, the bye week. No one thought we were going to survive. The question I have, the statement I'm going to make, the DawgChug will still be a weekly podcast that will survive through the bye week in 2022.
Oh wow.
I think he's chugging.
Chug all day, baby. Chug all day.
Wow. Great explanation as to why it's going to be on all day. Nick Carnes.
All right, so let me tell you some things. I'm going to tell you some things. The DawgChug is special because it does not matter. It does not matter what happens with the Browns games.
Mm-hmm.
The DawgChug has bits that are funny and fun regardless, and they give me joy throughout the week. I love it, especially because I hate Mondays. Mondays are such a terrible day of my work week, and I just watch the DawgChug. Not Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays.
Or you
Wait.
watch it on Thursdays because they're on Wednesday.
Yeah, I watch it on Thursdays. Sometimes I watch it on Mondays just for extra fun. But anyway, like the following. But anyway, what I'm saying is your bits and the things that you guys do are fun no matter what. And so I am gonna chug because I think what, and so it's especially hard for Jacob and I, who talk about like all this Browns weeds, get down in there and stuff. It's like we don't know what the hell to talk about, when the Browns aren't doing stuff, and you guys just chug along. No pun intended, but it's a really good pun.
I intended the pun.
So I'm gonna chug. And Jacob gave us more of a sip, so I'm gonna give us a big chug for Jacob and I.
All right.
Yeah, let me add to that. I love you guys, and you always make me smile no matter what stupid shit happened on Sunday, period. Period.
Because we can always top that stupid shit on Sunday and be even more stupid.
maybe
That is the key ingredient to the DawgChug. I'm chugging on it.
Oh boy.
And at first I was like, well, what night did he play poker? If poker comes back, was that Wednesday night? Am I out on my ass? But then I remembered I got him a follow by number 19. your Cleveland Browns Ring of Honor quarterback, Bernie Kosar. And I said, we're gold. I'm gold with Andy.
Yeah.
I'm
Long
gold.
overdue, by the way.
So I think the DawgChug, I'm chugging on that. The DawgChug will be around, and and it might be a little bit better by then too.
Dude, you guys have become so much like you are such a good show. You don't give yourself nearly enough credit.
I mean, I can tell because we grew 18% last week when we jumped to 7 viewers from 6. Yeah, it's a big number. You guys try growing.
Is the secret sauce,
right?
I am going to. You guys are all crazy. I'm spitting for sure.
What? Oh, wow.
The DawgChug is gonna survive.
Did you spit on your floor?
Yeah. There's like a.
He does it every week.
Right there.
Are you not aware of how this works, Jacob?
Yeah, but I didn't realize that he actually spits.
Yeah.
I mean,
the man's a showman.
I take this very serious.
Yeah,
but it's definitely not going to be around for the bye week because I'm assuming we're going to get out of COVID soon. And as soon as I can go outside, I'm not going to waste time doing this nonsense anymore. So you got about another couple months, hopefully. All right. Why don't you guys do one of your questions?
All right, guys. So, sip, spit, chug. Will Joe Woods' defense continue their strong run?
Who are we starting with?
Andy, we'll start with you.
I'm going to chug on that.
Phenomenal.
Start of the week chug, but I don't like dead air. I think, we've gotten better as we've gone. I know we have a lot of tough teams towards the end, but I think they're going to play pretty strong. Got out some wins. I'm chugging on.
Roger.
I'm chugging on that also, and I'm going to give you 2 reasons that I saw with the Cleveland Browns defense, Koromo, and Grant Delpit are really starting to. Grant Delpit, you can see him weekly, just in more plays, more involved. Wherever the ball goes, you see 22 around, and the same thing with 28. Man, he gets off. He chased down Lamar. Man, he hit that hole. He was like a rocket. He doesn't run into offensive linemen like Mac Wilson. You see him on a blitz and he runs straight in like somebody taped his eyeball shut, right into the butt of a lineman. And so yeah, I'm chugging on that.
What you got for us, Nick?
You know what? So I look like a fool because I wanted Joe Woods out on his ass, and now, just the surprise of no one, I'm sipping the Kool-Aid. So I'm gonna chug. I am going to chug because I think the Browns defense will continue to be great. Because, and especially Jacob Phillips is coming back. Maybe not this week, but soon.
He's practicing.
That's a tremendous improvement.
Yeah, people have forgotten about him. And, man, last year he started really looking good at the end of the year.
Yeah, he did.
Sideline to sideline, he was good.
Speed.
I begged people when the season began to give Joe Woods some time. I begged him. I said, hey, listen, we have got the talent. It is there at every level of this team. Please give them some time. Now, after the Cardinals game, I became a bit impatient. Part of that had to do with driving 4 hours one way for an ass whooping.
Yeah.
And we got lost in the stadium. Not the team.
And stuck in the parking garage.
Yeah. And Kyle also wandered into a VIP room and stole a bunch of free food. So we're not like he just brings out the bad parts of that day. Kyle knows what I'm talking about. I love you, Kyle. Kyle, what now? Little Baker is a week old. Is that true? A week old, 6 days old?
Somewhere.
Little Baker, Thomas Pringle.
Thomas Pringle.
6 days. He's 6 days.
6 days. Producer Ed. Coming in clutch.
Producer Ross.
Last
that was. Ross,
So
I'm so sorry.
Ross is mad. I took it out on them.
7 days.
Of course. Huh?
Kyle
7 days.
7 days.
He says 7 days. 7 days. There you go.
Ed in Columbus says 7 days. Wow.
And Kyle himself says 7 days. So part of that was I got impatient. Of course, we had the situation, the perfect storm of the New England game. The talent's always been there, guys. We were impatient. I begged for patience and then got impatient. I am 100% chugging this absolutely all day. This defense is championship caliber.
Wow. You know, and while you chug, I'm going to say it's kind of like when we knew the Browns were tanking, right? With Andrew Berry and Hugh Jackson, like we all entered the season knowing the Browns were going to tank, and we said the Browns are going to tank, right? And then you actually put it into practice. We all said before the season, we're okay, we're going to tank, it's going to be fine. And then we're 5 weeks into the season, and we're like, fire everyone, everything is terrible. It's like we literally knew this was going to happen, right? but you know, here we are being upset anyway, and so it's the same thing with Joe Woods, right? It's like we knew the defense was going to take time, and everyone, including myself, right? So you can put that crow, you know, wherever, knew that this was going to be. And so now here we are finally. I mean, it still stands that the most interceptions Lamar Jackson has ever thrown is against the Cleveland Browns in his NFL career.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Andy, what do you got for us? Question 2 or question 3?
All right. Question 3. Now that the disgraced Ed in Columbus has been fired from the DawgChug and working full-time on the Barking Browns, the quality of the Barking Browns will take a hit, and for the first time in show history, will lose its steady growth and begin to drop fans. Jacob, start with you.
Start with me. Nick gets up and leaves.
We can't start with Nick, so we're going to start with you.
He's like, I'm done. See ya.
Oh, and bring Ed in. I want Ed to answer this one, too. Let's see what Ed thinks.
Okay. All right. Ed, what do you think? What do you think?
You know what I think? I think the show is going to be huge. It's going to be bigger than ever before. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to chug the inverse opposite of what you just said, because I'm chugging because it's going to be huge. Beautiful. Nick, baby, you're looking great tonight. Jacob, Spider-Man, Santa Claus hat. We've never looked better.
I got a cup to spit in, but if we're going to chug for the inverse, I got to get some beer. Hold on a minute.
Let's do it, Nick.
Ross, what's going? What do you think?
I mean, you know, I voted to free Ed, but I think
Shotgun
he's getting a little
Ross.
No, he's getting a little bit too much freedom over there. I think it's going to affect your show. You guys are really good about staying under an hour. And if you start going over an hour, you're going to start losing viewers. They don't have the patience for that.
Who in their right mind has ever seen the Barking Browns show go under an hour? That's not a thing.
I'm going to get a loogie for this one. Jeez.
And that's
cheer us up. Cheer us up, baby. Cheer us up.
Cheers.
Hey,
Cheers.
And true, this is for Jacob because Jacob loves White Claw watermelon.
I do.
And since Ed has flipped this narrative on its head, I'm about to chug. Is what I'm about to do.
I am out. The only thing I have is a 25-ounce Natty Daddy. If you guys want me to drink a 25-ounce Natty Daddy, tell all your friends to follow me. And if I gain 40 followers by the end of this show, if I hit 3,050 followers by the end of this show, I would chug a Natty Daddy.
What if I unfollow you and follow you 40 times?
No, that's why I re-clarified I must hit 3,050 followers.
All right, quick. The 50 people watching this, unfollow them, and then we can make that.
But my number has to rise. All right, guys, we'll check in with you guys a little bit later.
Me and Roger have to. Oh, did you chug on that? You said you were chugging, but you don't have anything to chug. What was your answer on that one? I'm a little confused.
That it will go downhill. On my floor. That's what I do.
Roger, let's go to you.
Well, I'm chugging on it because I know from experience and the disruption and just constant drama with that. It's like worse than the housewives of Upper Arlington.
Arlington.
And people are going to tune into the Barking Browns and they're going to think it's an infomercial and that's selling ShamWows. People, you're going to lose. It's going to be a steady decline. The growth is going to be like that of a turtle. And as far as losing fans, I don't watch it anymore since that started. So I don't know.
You know what?
You're on it right now.
I'm not going to watch it afterwards. I'm not going to rewatch it.
In honor of that, Roger, one of the cookies I designated as yours, I'm about to eat.
Oh, that's why too. On top of it is the cookie debacle, and
Roger's cookie.
That's playing. I'm chugging.
All right, it's down to me now. I am actually going to a big one. I am spitting on that one. The show is going to go downhill and lose followers, but not because of Ed being annoying. They're actually going to leave because of Nick's, now that he started rhyming on the show.
Oh,
People
yeah,
do
they-
not like when Nick rhymes, so
They
I think
don't
you're
They-
going to lose.
you know what? Some people really don't, and that's okay. Because
they do not.
not only am I eating Roger's cookie, I've grown to 15,000 followers in the face of all these people who hate my rhymes. So I guess people don't hate my rhymes so much anyway. So in honor of that, I'm just going to eat a hater cookie, and I'm going to dub this cookie Roger, and I'm going to go ahead and eat it.
It's
I don't.
you might want to check it. It's down to 14,999 there. Cookie boy.
Right down under that 50.
Unfollow. Yep, you got one less.
All right,
All right.
guys. Time for the final question. Spit, sip, chug. Should the Browns have orange jerseys?
Okay, and I think Ross does want to weigh in on this one. If you can bring him up.
He does, yes. Here, bring on Ross real quick.
So you barking Browns fans out there, when I strongly agree with something, I don't just chug, I shotgun. I am a chairman on the board of the Team Orange Movement. Nick's the president. We do have some openings available, so
We do.
orange
We'd love to
jerseys
have
for
you.
life. Here we go.
I'll chug with you.
There we go. While they chug, I will very strongly spit that shit out of here.
Did you just spit on your wall? Ew.
No, I got a bowl.
Ah.
Okay.
Nice.
Dinner. That's there you go.
Okay, so you're just spitting. You're not explaining why you feel that way.
It's too much orange. It's too much orange.
You know what? They had Dan
You wanna know
on. They had Dan on the DawgChug, and Dan gave very similar answers. I need an explanation, Jacob.
Well, I just hate fun.
Wow.
Okay.
Anybody else want to answer?
Someone? You think you know someone?
We're trained to wait till someone goes to us.
Andy.
I am going to sip on this one because I don't really care.
Sure, fine.
I'll be
Roger's
happy
wearing orange.
if they introduce an orange jersey. It's fine. If they don't, I don't really care. There you go. Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't give a shit either. I'll sip on it too.
Glad that was the final question I came up with.
The fact that
There we go.
I need things written down, gentlemen. I told my people to tell your people that I need it written down because you're dealing with the handicapped here. So, and not just my hearing. I'm just across the board, and so usually I just follow Andy when I can't hear something. I just repeat what Andy says in a different way. That's how the DawgChug works.
Ross says Ross and Ed, a new comedy from CBS, Team Orange, a new Browns podcast. You know, I'd watch that.
Oh God, I'd watch that.
I would watch that. Yes, the money is in the producer chat. I am indeed taking notes, Ross. Kyle weighs in. Give us orange. There you go.
You know what? And when we were at the Browns game, I chanted Kyle Pringle, and I'm just gonna say Kyle Pringle because Kyle's a gentleman and a scholar. He's got two wonderful children now, including one named Baker.
My favorite
Browns fan.
Kyle moment, by the way, from the game. For those that don't know, we sat 2 rows from the very top of the stadium when we went to the Arizona Cardinals game.
Did.
I had a bit of a panic attack because I am afraid of heights and I didn't realize how high we were sitting. And we get all the way up there about halftime. Kyle, a little bit before halftime, Kyle goes to get some refreshments. And I noticed late in the fourth quarter, I haven't seen Kyle.
Kyle's gone. He's gone.
Been like an hour and a half real time, almost 2 hours. I haven't seen Kyle. I don't know where Kyle's at. I text Kyle. I said, Kyle, what's going on, man? Like, where are you going? And he, no shit, says, I ain't walking my fat ass back up all those stairs. And that was easily my favorite part because he's like, I'm just standing down here because he was still watching the game. He's like, I'm just down here watching the game. I ain't coming back up there.
Wow. You guys must have been really boring. He didn't want to come back.
Wow.
Nick was actually really drunk and he was screaming a lot.
I was.
A lot.
I screamed
not
a lot.
Not as bad as when we were walking back to the car later and he started screaming at random pedestrians.
That was when the Browns, like, the season really was like, you know, I realized it wasn't going to be the delight that we all thought it was going to be. And I didn't cope with that very well.
He did not. He was really drunk too. And then when he got in the car, he started whispering. He stopped yelling, but he still kept saying the same stuff. He was just whispering. All right, we're going to go on for segment. We got some grade statements.
Oh, yeah, it's going to help your show out a lot.
I love it. It's old block o'clock.
That's so mean. It's old block o'clock. All right, grade statements, guys. We got 4 categories, and I need you guys to assign letter grades A through F to these 4 statements. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Statement. They're not just statements. So, Kevin Stefanski's hotness. Roger.
I'm giving him an A+. I mean, I bought some opposite gray. I went with the gray and I to try to look like him. He's so damn hot. I thought maybe I can, you know. So yeah, I'm giving him an A+ there. He's a handsome gentleman.
My wife will tell you that I give him an A++ because every time he comes onto the screen for the first time, I'll go, man, that's a sexy son of a bitch. I won't miss a beat. I'm so happy that the masks are gone so I can really take it in.
Right. Really enjoy them.
Daddy, baby. Andy?
So I think anyone that gives another guy like an A or an F is thinking way too much about it and is, you know, probably more into dudes than they think. So I think both of you, you know, are in the closet, and I'm going to go with a B.
Let my freak flag fly, brother.
I am not hiding anything. I'm very open.
Comfortable in my masculinity to recognize a handsome man.
That's right. Goddamn right.
You know what?
Him, Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds. Boy, howdy.
You know what? Boy,
all right, Jacob.
And I'm gonna give him a C because
whoa, hold the.
I'm gonna give him a C, and I'm gonna tell you why. My 63, soon to be 64-year-old old man is less gray than 30. What is he, like 36?
I think he's 38 now.
38. Wow, time flies. 38-year-old Kevin Stefanski. Swear to God, my old man is has as much brown hair as I do. He's insane. I don't know how he does it.
But
right?
but did he have Odell Beckham like living in the garage or anything for a year and a half? Because I really got on the gray hair. I really got to give Stefanski a little leeway with what he has.
I'll give him a little leeway, but it's you know what? You can see the stress of the Cleveland job has hit him. And so I got to give him a C. You got to be cool, calm, and collected.
What do you have against people that are aging?
Yeah.
Guys,
I don't mean nothing, but
we're missing the bigger point right here. Kevin Stefanski is hot. Okay, no doubt about that. I know hot. Kevin Stefanski's hot. But I'll tell you what, here's the problem. He's not the hottest Kevin in Cleveland right now. It's Mr. Kevin Love in the Cleveland Cavaliers. We love you when you're you got to be above 500. You got to be above 500. Kevin, you win on Sunday. You beat Baltimore. You're 7-6. And baby, you are hot as hell. Hot in Cleveland, baby.
Then you're hot.
That's enough. That's enough.
I thought we were told we weren't allowed to talk about Cavs or something. That the Twitter police banned us from talking about.
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about
Cavs. I did hear that. I did. Ed, I love you, but you pull another stunt like that, and you're fired.
I really want to fire Ed.
You know what? I will not stand for this.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next question, Jacob.
All right, guys, I want you to grade the offense. Let's not get too far in depth with it, but let's grade the offense. Roger, we'll start with you.
Oh, I got to give him a D. I'm going to give the offense a D all the way around with the penalties, the play calling, the execution, quarterback play, line play, wide receiver play, everybody except for the running backs. I give them an A, a D, so that might equal out to a C minus on offense.
All right.
Yeah, Andy. Andy,
I'm
you look prepared.
I'm gonna give him a D. I'm not gonna upgrade it to a C minus. Everything has been, the play calling's been pretty bad. They just have not been a cohesive unit, and all the potential in the world, but they just aren't getting the job done for the most part. So D.
Mr.
Very
Nick?
disappointed.
I'm gonna give them an F. And I'll tell you, they are failing. You know what? And I've talked to Jacob a lot about this. There is no team in my mind that is underperforming more to the talent level that they have than the Cleveland Browns. And I'm trying to be objective. I'm trying to look around the NFL and say, okay, what are the talent levels of these teams and how are they performing? What are their records? I don't think there's another team, especially offensively, that has more talent that is doing less right now. And I'm really upset about it because, for a long time, the Browns had the best rushing attack in the NFL. And what happened? You know what? And I'm going to go on a semi-rant here. I watched the Patriots run into 9-man boxes against Buffalo and just not care.
Yep.
Just not care. And they still ran. Mac Jones had 3 pass attempts. I don't care what the weather is. I don't care. They won the game.
Matters.
I don't care about context. I don't care. Because you know why? Because they were successful anyway. And people say they scored 14 points. You know what? They dominated time of possession. They didn't give Josh Allen attempts, right? Because they dominated that. And they still found success. Damian Harris went running to the races in Buffalo there. And I don't care. And I'm not saying it's a good idea to run in 9-man boxes. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that they beat the odds and they overcame with less than the Browns have. The Browns have a better offensive line and better running backs than the Patriots do, and they still will refuse to run the ball. And I can't stand it, and so I'm giving them an F.
Okay, so right. Hold on. Let me pull this up because this is something. Now listen, I'm going to be very, very upfront about the fact that I'm going to give them a D+, only because at times I have seen them do something, right? At times I have seen them score. So at times, here's something I want to point out. You talk about how much success that Damian Harris had, Nick.
Yeah.
You do realize that over 50% of his yardage was on one carry, correct?
I do. And
Okay, so that's not repeated. Listen, if the other team could have thrown the football, they would have got run out of the building. You can't. The only reason it worked was because context matters and Belichick did what Belichick does. I get it. You still probably should have had more success and used more play action and more screen games. 100%. These two games, they're not the same. They should not be compared. That is my thought on that. That's all. That's it. That's my thought is that they're just not the same thing at all. I don't slide it. Okay. I see your note, Andy. But that's it. D+. They've done some things that I like.
Got long hair goals?
I don't. Is that me? Am I doing that?
It's certainly not me.
I pulled up some stats real quick to make sure before I said something. Oh boy, that was.
See, I don't bother with that. I just say whatever's on my mind, and usually it's wrong stat wise, and
Okay. Like smart stuff. Okay. Grade the defense, guys. Let's grade the defense. I will start with Nick, and maybe I promise I won't yell at him this time.
No, it's fine. You know what? I think us disagreeing is healthy. I don't know.
I know what you're getting at. I just don't think it's fair. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? I know we're lingering. But literally in last year, and I know the Browns played worse teams. I understand that. But when the Browns needed to win games, right? Even when the opposing team was stacking the box, they still ran the ball and they won those games, right? They beat Houston doing that. They beat Philadelphia doing that. They beat Jacksonville doing that. They beat Cincinnati doing that, right? And I know it's different year to year, but all I'm saying is that everyone and their mom knew that the Browns were running the ball last year to finish the game, and the Browns ran it anyway.
I'll also point out that our offensive line got their ass whipped last week. So
I know.
All right, we've got like 7 segments left, guys. We gotta push this shit. Nick, give me a grade for the defense. Let's see if we can round table this one real quick.
I'm gonna say a B because they've played very much better of late, but they have struggled throughout the year, and I do think that they're gonna be better to finish the year. So I'm gonna give them a B.
There you go, Andy.
I am going to go C-. I'm excited about where the defense is headed, but what I've seen so far is a team that just can't get off the field on third down. It's very frustrating. When we need to make a play, it's not making it often enough. So they've got some work to do. I think they're going to get it done, but to this point, just
Roger.
I'm going to give them a B, a solid B, and it's. I think a lot of it depends on. I think this bye week hopefully it was good for Joe Woods when it comes to situational football, and he stops running dime packages out there when we have people pinned on the goal line, their goal line. I think with all the talent is starting to come together. I think Joe was getting a feel for who does what well and how to call a game. So I'm going to give them a solid B. They really turned it around this year, and yeah, they get a B from me.
Roger, you got a fan. We've got usually it's wrong stat wise. Fan very much the @ is O for fuck's tweet, and they very much enjoyed your self burn there. Those things are rare. I'm gonna give it a B+ because if I'm being honest, this is probably the trajectory that I expected it to take, even though at times I was pretty fucking over it from time to time. All right, guys. Here's my favorite one, last one, and then we're gonna move on to apparently, I guess Ed and Ross want to talk or something. I'm not really sure what's going on there. That'll be interesting. So the final thing, I need you guys to grade Brown's Twitter. Mr. Manchin.
Ooh. I think I'm going to be the odd man out because I don't think I get very affected by all the negativity, and I just see so much funny content, hilarious content, awesome people tweeting great things. So I'm a little bit annoyed that after an emotional loss, Browns fans lose their shit. So I'm going to give them a B-. But outside of that, I think they're doing a good job.
Okay, Mr. Carnes.
I'm gonna give them a C, because I feel like there are about as many optimistic and reasonable people as there are people that just want to be right, and so that probably puts you about average because you're pretty balanced there. I feel like we have both ends of the spectrum to quite a degree, and so when you measure all that out, it probably ends up somewhere in the middle.
Okay, Roger.
I'm you know what? I'm giving Brown's Twitter an A+. And the reason I'm doing that is because of Brown's Twitter, this is possible. Because of Brown's Twitter, I've met so many wonderful people. And you know what? I'm in the process right now is my timeline is going to be the happiest fucking place on the planet because I'm blocking all the haters. I'm blocking all the people that want our players to fail so that it fits their agenda and it proves them right. And as soon as I'll put a tweet out that I know will enrage them so I can lure them out. I'm like a Nazi hunter and I can block them. And that's the whole reason why I put some of the Baker Mayfield, stand stuff out is so I can just get rid of them. And I'm giving it an A+ because without them, there wouldn't be you guys and I wouldn't be here right now. So I love Brown's Twitter. I love
I'll give them an A-, because I think Roger convinced me of this. Some of my best friends in this world are on this screen. I'd have zero chance of having met you guys, as well as the two that are in the background would have zero chance having met you guys without it. I think sometimes I've always said this about everything in this world. We are at 26 retweets. There is a sock giveaway. By the way, go retweet this stream. There is a potential sock giveaway. Go check out Ross's page at Ross Attack. I say this about the negative people are always the loudest. I think that's true in politics. I think that's true in sports. And I think that's true at your profession, whatever you may or may not do for a living. And I think sometimes we forget that. And I think sometimes some people take their frustration out on other people when really I said it a couple of weeks ago, guys, we're pissed at the Browns. We're not pissed at each other. We're pissed at the Browns. Be pissed at the Browns. It can be a wonderful place. It can be a shitty place, but I think everything's like that. So A-. Okay, we are going to move right along, and I got to bring Ed.
I was trying to get socks, so I want to screenshot that.
So, guys, I hear you have a segment here.
Oh yeah, we got a fantastic segment here. We're gonna do a little bit of a roast of the hosts. It's kind of hard to say. Hosts, plural.
Okay.
Well, hey Ross, let's pick our victim, and then we have it broken down, and then we'll say,
yeah,
I'll go first. You know what I'm saying? So who do you want to roast first here?
So yeah, we're gonna hit it off with Jacob here.
Okay, all right.
So, the godfather of the Barking Browns. We all love him. We all know him. He gives us great final thoughts and previews. So first things first, my first roast. Jacob had trouble ordering from McDonald's because PFF never rated the menu.
Ouch.
The Barking Browns show started a swear jar. Put a quarter in the jar every time you swear. Patreon membership tripled in price the next day.
God damn it, Jacob.
Whoopsies.
The Barking Browns, they tried to chug, but it turned into a debate because Jacob wanted like PFM different criteria, and they could never, come to any consensus. And also, they always say this too. They always say if you got one roach in your house, you probably got about 500 more that you don't see. Great. 500 more roaches handing out PFF grades, man. That's got to call the Orkin man. Call 2 Orkin man.
And I got one last one. Jacob takes more breaks from Twitter than Lamar Jackson takes potty breaks.
All right, that one was good.
That was pretty good.
That's awful.
All right, so moving on to our favorite plumbing man, Roger.
Oh, boy.
Roger. All right, I'll go first here.
All right.
Oh, my light went out. But hey, Roger, I see that you like to dress in village people when you put on your police blotter stuff. Are you looking for a date? Because there's websites for that, Also, too, you say that you're the first in Cuyahoga Falls. Man, I would hate to see who was last.
Oof. Ouch.
Well, I got some more to add to that. So you're talking about his police stuff. Roger recently read off a police blotter of Cuyahoga Falls. Turns out it was his diary. The police were at his house. The police were at his house within minutes. Roger once prank called his wife. It was really, really funny. He told her he would help around the house, cook dinner, and get off Twitter. And lastly, Roger made hey, did you see his new top 10 list he made? 10 reasons I can't hear a goddamn thing.
It's funny because it's true.
Bazinga.
Okay, I don't know if you guys are ready for this next one.
I am.
As you know, Andy was very involved with the Fire Ed movement.
Yeah.
So I think, you know what, Ed? I'm going to let you just rip yours off because you just have so many. Just fire away.
Andy, sometimes you say that you're robotic, and I think the reason you never cried is because you just don't want to rust. So I think that. Also, guys, if you're ever around Andy and you hear ticking, it has to be a clock or a bomb. because he doesn't have a heart, so like, it can't be that.
You've already used that line.
It's a great line.
It is
now,
great.
It wasn't funny the last time you did it.
I liked it this time.
Your next emotion, Andy, will be your first. No doubt about that one. And also, Andy doesn't get flu or COVID shots. He just makes sure that his antivirus is up and running. And everything. And then and Andy's favorite porn movie is iRobot.
I got a few. Okay, so for Andy's next chug challenge, drinking water from Flint, Michigan in the Cuyahoga River. So, as you guys know, he recently was involved with firing Ed. Andy is ruthless. He just fired his 3-year-old daughter from the DawgChug. She was getting more NFL picks correct than him.
That's true.
So the DawgChug recently tried breaking down game film like the Barking Browns, but it turned into a drinking game. Andy made a tweet without drinking. All his Alcohol Anonymous followers blocked him. He now has 42 followers left.
That's better than 0.
That's better than 0. That's what I started with when I started getting followers at 42.
And you know what we say? We save the best for last. The man with 15,000 followers. The power of positivity himself, Nick Carnes.
That would be Nick. Okay, Nick. You know, Nick, we all know that Nick is so positive, and that sometimes he gets a lot of hate on Twitter. But Nick is so positive that his atomic makeup only consists of protons. He's so positive. He's so positive. Nick is so positive. If you follow him on Twitter, that you will actually smile 5 times more a day. Scientific studies have shown. And also, Nick is so positive that he actually failed math in high school. He refused to work with negative numbers.
Yeah. I almost did. Dude, I'm terrible at math. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's why I didn't have a lot of classes with Nick in high school. I was a math nerd. Nick went to the hospital recently. He had some x-rays done. The results showed Ben Roethlisberger living in his head. So yeah, I know.
Is it the image of Ben crying?
I'm just living rent free, just right there.
I hate him.
Always tweeting about him. Nick Carnes forgot his dating anniversary with his longtime girlfriend. He was too busy working on a tweet about how Mac Wilson is getting us to the Super Bowl.
She says accurate.
All right, so here I got a little roast poem for you guys.
Oh God.
Top it all off.
Okay.
Nick makes poems that bring Cleveland sports pride. Nick was here for the Browns playoff ride. Nick makes rhymes that are so fresh and clean. Where was Nick's poems when the Browns were 0-16?
Andy, I don't know if you're still frozen, but you are moving on our end.
Okay.
He's a robot. You can't really tell.
He's a robot. You can't even move it. I think he's frozen every show.
Oil his joints up like the Tin Man. He's good to go.
So that wraps up our segment. If you like this, it's a sign that we probably should have freed Ed a while ago.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'll chug to that.
I like having Ed.
I see a third podcast spinoff coming, like Joni Loves Chachi. These two, you know, you had Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, and now you got Joni Loves Chachi right here,
dude. Right? These producer wars are going to turn into
the ragu, the big ragu, whatever, Carmen Ragusa or whatever his name was. So
the producer wars are going to turn into Ross and Ed and Ross.
Guys, I got F grades for all you fuckers.
Oh God.
Yeah. You want to run your mouths? I'm gonna just knock these grades down a few pegs. I'll knock them down. I want to start with Roger, right? And I'm going to tell you some qualities about Roger, and then I'm going to give you his PFF grade. All right. So Roger had a really high grade. Like the eye test told me that Roger may be a perfect 100. I don't make those. So he's somewhere around a 99.9. I thought, man, this guy, great person, hardworking, funny, great dad. He's dedicated. However, he is a Michigan fan, and with it being 24 years since the last time Michigan won a national championship in football, I give him a 76 overall grade. Knock that 24 years right there off them. 76. There you go.
You know, they've been kicking me in the nuts for like 12 years, and I thought I was past it. And here they are rearing the.
Nope. And so we will move on to Andy's grade. This is what I'm gonna tell you. Smart dude. The intangibles are off the charts. Yeah. Quick on his feet, high podcast IQ. Really struggled to keep Ed on a leash. Because of that, I give him an 83.4. Correct. 83.4. I got Ed's grade. It's a 69, and that's nice.
Ooh, hey now.
Well, last place so far.
Hey-o.
I literally, that's all I have. 69. Nice. So that's what
That deserves a nice grade.
he does. A nice grade.
Nice grade.
Nice grade. All right. So we're gonna keep moving on here. Roger?
Yeah. Ed, put me in the green room. I got to let the dog out.
Oh yeah.
Take me. Yeah, I got to. She's downstairs in the basement. I got to let her out. So go ahead.
I got you, buddy. I got you. All right. I'll go over there and get that thing taken care of. All right. So we're going to move on to Ross. All right. Overall, his grade is higher than Ed's. Though Ed has a higher producer grade, a 78.2 to Ed's 99.2.
Oh.
He's a handsome devil, king of the socks and the tailgate. He's an absolute steal of an undrafted free agent producer out of the University of Cincinnati. Overall, I give him an 81.2.
Great point.
81.2. Nick, here we go. He must be the devil or a robot. And I'm going to tell you why. There is no way someone is that happy and that positive all the time. Don't think he's human. 66.6.
I'm good with that.
666.
I accept it. So a
666.
lot of people think I'm the devil, right?
Right, listen.
They're like, how can you think the Browns will be good? Or how can you think
I can do
the
it.
Browns season isn't over? And I'm like, well, because it's not. You know, but
Somebody told me the other day the season's over, and I quote tweeted him. I said, actually, the season's over on January 9th. Today's December 6th, you silly goose.
and granted, if they lose to the Ravens, I know this is like legitimate. You know, if they lose the Ravens, fine. Then you can be like, well, fuck, everything fucking sucks. But that hasn't happened yet. They just lost Marlon Humphrey. The Browns can win this game.
The
So
Browns are going to win this game.
this brings me to me. Listen, Jacob, listen. Dude knows his X's and O's, but his voice his voice and his quirks hella annoying. Like, why is he always leaning into the camera and whispering into the microphone? Like, that makes me hella uncomfy. He knows his animals, he knows his ZFF, but like, have you heard the high pitched voice when he starts ranting? The dude needs to take a chill pill. 37.2. He's the Mac Wilson of podcasters.
That's
Everybody tells you,
pretty
oh,
good.
go listen to his podcast. It's great. And then he starts screaming at you and making you hella.
That Jacob
Jacob can tackle better though. I bet
if you were the Mac Wilson of podcasts, I don't think we would be partners.
the funny thing though is that's definitely an insult to Jacob. But if Mac Wilson was watching this show, he'd be like, "Hell yeah, I'm awesome."
37. That's right.
37. Woo! It's better than 0.
Hype
And
machine.
Ross, we'll talk to you guys soon. Oh, right. Let's see if Roger, I think he's ready. He's back from letting the dog. What the hell? What the fuck is going on here, Roger?
I don't think he's quite ready.
I don't
should
know.
pay-
I thought he
I
was
think
ready.
like this is that part in Pulp Fiction when when the guy came out of the box.
He wasn't ready. So I don't know. Roger, let me know when you're ready. I guess I ruined that.
We usually like make a lot of mistakes on the DawgChug. It's kind of our thing. It's why we have 6 people that love watching us because it's hilarious when you make mistakes online.
Dude, you guys are doing so well though.
I know we're doing fantastic.
Well, you got a lot more than 6 people.
Well,
I told you we grew 18%. We got to 7.
we got to 7. Can I tell you? So, like, side note, while Roger gets himself ready to go, side note that before I started doing a podcast with Nick, I did a podcast with my friend Isaac, the Blue and Orange Football Podcast, which we did for nearly a calendar year. Basically, from the 2019 playoffs, so like January of 2020 until right before the draft of this year, which me and Nick's first show was the Monday. I'm sorry,
Wow.
the Tuesday following the NFL.
Damn, that was
You
quite
were
a
going.
turnaround.
You were going every week,
Mm.
and then
Yeah.
Then the second that stopped, you immediately started
We-
barking, bro.
It had
Dude,
been 2 or
well-
3. I think it had been like we had done a podcast and we were going like we did a podcast the Monday of the draft. We did a mock draft with Brad Ward the Monday before the draft, and then that next
Dude.
Tuesday the Barking Browns show.
Dude, I was Jacob's rebound. Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
True
so like
burst.
I never, the one time I had, our show was always like 5, 10, 15 views. Like it was usually like 7 people, 5 of them were related to me. And then I had Nick Carnes on and I got 25 views. And that was like
The power
was-
of Nick Carnes.
that is-
15,000 followers, 20 people will watch your podcast.
yeah.
Well,
Nick, Ed
well,
says
at that time I didn't have 15. Now we've been doing like the Browns sucking has really put a damper on things. Really put a damper on things. But we're still doing okay. You know what I'm saying?
What do you have to say about all the people that the anger towards you trying to pivot towards tweeting, recognizing the exciting Cavs season?
You know what?
that was the most odd behavior I've ever seen on the
It's-
internet, by the
it's
way.
so
'Cause you were some
strange.
massive verified accounts running their fucking mouths.
It's so strange because everyone conveniently ignores that I was like tweeting the shit out of the Browns last year in their most successful season of my lifetime, right? But they're like, you're a curse and you're a jinx. I don't know about any of that.
There's got to be a scapegoat, I guess.
You know what? They need somebody, right? They need somebody, and it's like whenever things go wrong, they just blame the dude that's like getting excited about things. And so fine. You can blame me. I don't care. And you know what? Some of it to me is like, dude, you've been sitting at like the same followers for a long time. And now you're getting uncomfortable as these dudes are like coming up behind you and you're like, well, I hate this dude, right? And so you know what I mean? That sucks for you. Well, maybe you should be more interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I think I know what you're saying. At the end of the day, you're one of the most like loving, caring people on Twitter. You just want people to embrace their Cleveland fandom. I love it.
Please.
That's like the best thing we can do. That's why we're on Twitter, is trying to engage about our passion for our teams.
Yeah.
So any hatred that comes back on you for that, those people are just no bueno in my book.
It's you know what? It's fine. It's like thank you. I will happily live rent free in your head, and I will continue to be excited about my teams.
I think we have a breaking news report. So we are going to get to our report.
Unit heading up to the code 3 chase. Suspect was last reported southbound.
My volume is far too loud for that.
What? Dude,
I'll tell you what, guys.
Turn it down.
I worked on this bit, and what we usually do here is I'm going to welcome you to the DawgChug police
We
squad.
can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
cut the noise.
Cut
You
the
gotta
noise.
cut the other noise.
Put me back in the green room. Oh, I'm joking.
The type of quality you'll see on the DawgChug. Please become our 8th.
Hey, you know what though? Roger's so good at what he does.
Roger's amazing. He is
And-
amazing. And okay,
Nope.
we got a
it's
little
still-
bit of static, but you know.
It's still. I don't know what the noise is. Roger's got a great bit for you guys. I really do.
I can't
I'm
wait.
just I'm just waiting.
It's not quite as bad as when Kyle Pringle was on the DawgChug a couple weeks ago, but it's still bad.
Well, I mean, you know what? Poor Kyle Pringle and his Alabama internet. They don't have internet.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes,
loud and clear, my friend.
Hey, you know, Andy said to me yesterday, "No, do it live. It'll be so much better."
I love when things go.
I want to welcome you all to the police blotter presented by the DawgChug, and usually during the time of the DawgChug, I take this time to give safety tips to Browns fans that might be visiting unfamiliar cities to see the Browns play when they're there on the road. And I like to be helpful to Browns fans. I want them to stay safe when they're on the road, give them areas to avoid, let them know where the dangerous parts of town, which is like if you go to Baltimore, it's the whole fucking city. But we're all about serving the loyal Cleveland Browns and the best interest and safety over there at the DawgChug. So usually that's what I do in this spot. And the DawgChug's Wednesday night, 10 p.m. How about that shameless plug there, Andy? You like that? I did that. I saw the 15K, and I figured I'd jump on the coattails of that and see if we can get a couple more.
This is a DawgChug stand account.
All right. What we're here for tonight, though, tonight's a special night, and it's a special episode. And the DawgChug, Barking Browns, Mashup Extravaganza. And what I want to do tonight, instead of a police blotter, I want to shed some light on it and expose the heinous crimes that other teams in the AFC North are perpetrating on their fans. So let's get some perspective here. First, we're going to head down to Kentucky and start with the Bengals. All right, and despite their continued incompetence, they were lucky enough to suck their way into being the worst team in the league and get the number 1 overall pick. And what did they land? They landed a week 1 ready number 1 overall stud franchise quarterback, who falls to them in Joe Burrow, and he's a difference maker. He's an elite quarterback, and he could have been one of the best quarterbacks to ever play in the league and one of the best quarterbacks the league has ever seen. And yeah, I'm using the past tense because what do? The Cincinnati Bengals do Cincinnati Bengal type shit. And what they're guilty of, conspiracy to commit bodily harm to an individual. They're setting this homegrown hero up for failure by protecting him with a bunch of bums. In 22 games, he's been sacked a staggering 68 times. Not 768, I'm sorry, 68 times.
Is that real?
He's not even through his second year yet, and he had to be on voice rest because of a throat injury. And what the hell is voice rest? Ed probably knows. I'm going to check with Ed and see if he knows what voice rest is. Because if anybody fucking knows, it'd be Ed. Look, this kid has dislocated a pinky, and that's the least of his troubles. He tore his ACL, the MCL, the PCL, the AOL, and his fucking LOL. And pretty much every medical acronym that ends in the consonant L has been replaced, repaired, or stitched up. And he's only been there a year and a fucking half. A couple more years in this league, and those sorry chili macaroni eating yahoos that they have for fans will basically be under the rule of the Empire. They'll have Lord Vader under center. Some robot's going to be putting his helmet on his fucking brain head. And you know what? I find their faith in Mike Brown fucking disturbing. They're hostages. It's like Stockholm Syndrome down there. It's criminal what this clueless product of nepotism is doing. They got the golden ticket, and they won't be happy till this kid's 6 feet under. And I just Cincinnati Bengals fans have it. Right now they're losing their fucking minds. I'm on a roll now, so let's move on. We're going to talk about the Ravens. You know what? I want to say fuck the Ravens. You know what? And fuck their fans too. But I got to give credit. I got to give credit where credit is due. John Harbaugh is one of the smartest coaches in the league. They have so much talent on that roster. It's from top to the bottom. They lose a player, they plug one in, and they don't miss a beat. These guys should be at the top every year. Yet these fucking guys, what do? They made the clueless decision to try and make a running back their star quarterback. And even after the other day, everybody's still buying it. And you know what? When it works, when he's peeling off 10, 15-yard runs a pop, with defenses that are on their heels, then all of a sudden he's running around back there for his life, right? Because to ask him to read a defense is like asking me to read Finnegan's Wake and give a dissertation on it. And when he's running around back there and he's throwing up these ducks, these godforsaken lame ducks, and somehow, some way, somebody catches it, and they look unbeatable. But the next week, inevitably, Lamar Jackson plays like he just shit his pants again. The Baltimore Ravens are guilty of assisted suicide. They're the Jack Kevorkian of the NFL. Meanwhile, those franchise-thieving bastards who run that clown show, they make their fans, this collection of Baltimore-speaking East Coast hillbillies, buy in and believe they're an elite team. But then they get destroyed by the Bengals and the Dolphins, and then they're coming soon to First Energy Stadium this Sunday. They're going to lose to the Browns. You know what? This past Sunday, after getting blown out in that game against the Steelers, they were losing their minds. They were teetering on insanity. They're now fit 6 ways for a straitjacket out there. They're ready to take headers off bridges. Those prevention lines and those help lines are all jammed up. They don't have enough people to answer the phones because it's the whole damn city's in a meltdown. You know what? I'm appalled. I think it's terrible. Every year they prove how flawed their offense is, but somehow they do enough and fans come running back, and they believe he's an MVP. They believe he's elite. They get to the playoffs and all of a sudden they're playing like a 4-10 dumpster fire. And every offseason they commit to Lamar some more and they bring in new coaches and their fans pay the price. It's criminal. And I think those Baltimore fans need to demand answers and call for their arrest. And lastly, fuck the Steelers. The Steelers' way has been tried and true. They've dominated the division for years. Yet, despite all their success, the organization has gone soft and forgotten how to build a football team. They blindly commit to this geriatric Ben Roethlisberger, and they paid him an insane amount of money, right? And this is wage theft. It's clear and simple. He's not doing anything to earn that money. And give him that money, for the organization to give him that money, it's a clear violation of the Labor Standards Act. Everybody's in on it. The whole outfit is dirty. And also, they're committing these crimes against the elderly. It's abusing the fat and the elderly by putting them back there. They can't protect them. He's taking some vicious hits. I mean, he's been getting plastered this year. And he's getting his fat ass kicked out there. And when he's not tripping over his feet, mind you, they're the same feet that he has not seen since Jerome Bettis carried him in the Super Bowl. He already has the mental capacity of a poppy seed roll. This is as much a crime to the quarterback as it is to the fans who have watched his incompetence week after week until they finally realize it's time to put him out of his misery, let him get back to his life of drinking beers and roll his old fat ass into a retirement home where he can assault the female nurses. And he needs, you know what? Fuck the Steelers. We got these Browns fans who like to complain about what this team is doing to us. But the fact remains, there isn't a clear-headed fan in the AFC North that doesn't hate their football team right now. But that's going to change Sunday. That's going to change because the Cleveland Browns are going to start a winning streak that's going to run all the way through to February. It's the Cleveland Browns' chance right now in the AFC North. Just imagine if the Cleveland Browns can seize the opportunity, take a stronghold on the AFC North, take these last 5 games, and prove that they are the organization we believe they were when they hired Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski, and let the rest of the AFC North, their fans, fend for themselves. You know what? How about we take this division that's sitting there primed for the taking? I'm Roger First in Cuyahoga Falls, and you're not. Go Browns.
Roger, you did a beautiful segment. You're amazing at that. And I'd like to add something to your fun points because you make a lot of great points. These Steelers are bottom 5 in NFL attendance in home games, proving that they are the biggest spoiled homer bunch of people in existence because their team is 500 and they're like, nope, we're not going. We're not going to games.
Yeah.
100,
They're actually
no.
You know, and that's the thing. Everybody in the AFC North is just it's up for grabs right now. So who's going to grab it? Why not the Browns? You know,
That's what they are. They're trash cans, and that's they're going to be.
I got to Andy. I got to give Andy credit. He wrote that. He wrote the framework for it, and he said add you. So you guys could probably see what Andy wrote, where I added me to it. Because I was stuck for 5 days on something for this show, and that was the work of the genius work of Andy Manchin. Man, he did a beautiful job, and I just swore a lot to make it all come together. But in the beginning, you know, Andy said, "Oh, just do it live," and of course, it got all screwed up. Before the season's over, I'm going to get it down. I'm going to have the lights, the sirens. It's going to be beautiful, Jacob. I'm going to do it for you. Put me back in the green room so I can get dressed.
All right, my friend. We'll see you in a little
So,
bit.
who's first? Who's first? Avita or?
Are we going to our
I think
significant other segment, or are we going to the trivia segment? Andy, I didn't get final confirmation from Andy real quick. We got a couple of cool segments we're going to do for you guys right here as we start to wrap up this extravaganza full of fun and hijinks and just the time to talk a little bit of Browns, time to kind of smile. More for you, Cleveland had a question that I think is interesting to say as I was waiting for Andy to get back, asking if it'll be interesting to see Stefanski's adjustments without 3 tight ends. I think it's very important that you saw Johnny Stanton activated today. If Johnny Stanton is brought up from the practice squad, I could see him playing at tight end and being extra help for your right tackle, who it looks like will be James Hudson. That is your football talk. But yes, in fact, if David Njoku is a no-go, there's going to have to be some massive adjustments to the overall schematic game plan for Kevin Stefanski. Andy, where are we at? Are we ready for the significant other segment?
I hope we are. Can we bring Ross on and Ed on?
We got Mr. Ed here.
Yes, Kelly's ready. She's here.
And Vita's in the room. I've heard. And is Ross with you? And Heather's here, so I think we're all ready.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Allie.
Hello. Allie, the sock queen of Twitter.
Oh God. That's exactly what you want to be called.
Yeah, I apologize. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a really fun game. Heather, you can come over here. I think we need all we need everyone right now. So
Everybody's on here.
Well, we need Ross. There's Ross. I think we have everyone now. Why don't we kill Roger? Because Roger watch. Roger and Jacob are going to be the judges for this game. Jacob's also going to help. But we're really excited to bring all of the significant others of the Barking Browns and DawgChug. We're going to play a little game. You've probably seen it before. We're going to ask the wife some questions. We're going to send the husbands away and boyfriends in Nick's case. Ask some questions and then bring the significant others back. And we're going to see if they can make a match.
Nick, we're not sending you away. Are we sending them away now?
Not yet, because we're just saying hi. Well, you can go. It's fine. Ultimately, though, we're going to do a little contest to see if the DawgChug and the Barking Browns, who will be the winner.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of rivalry between our shows now that you've stolen Ed from us, which thank God you stole Ed from us. I'm literally so happy you did that. So, Jacob,
Mutual, buddy. It's mutual.
we're gonna end with Heather, and I'm gonna have to leave the room. The bottom line is all the significant others have to go far enough away that they can't hear anything. So we're gonna play the honor system. So go to another part of the house that you can't hear anything. That would be fantastic. I will obviously leave when it's my time. So we'll start with
those cookies down.
Oh no, I'm not putting the cookies down.
We'll start with how about all the wives should be here for this part. Yeah, right. But I can't hear it. So here's what's gonna have to happen. I'm gonna ask the questions. Heather's not gonna answer, and then Jacob, when I leave, I want you to ask the questions.
I can ask all the questions and you can leave.
That is true.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was thinking the same thing, Jacob.
Smart.
Yes. I like to over plan things. So do that. I'm going to leave. Jacob, you have the questions, yes?
I do. They're up.
All right. The last question is for in case of a tie. It's a very difficult question. So it's whoever comes closest. I don't think I specified that.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave. You're going to have to, the wives, you'll just tell the wives to come get us when it's time. So this is perfect. All right.
All right. Heather, let me know when he's far enough away.
Okay.
I'm going upstairs.
He's going upstairs. All right, guys.
Turn the corner.
So we've got 3 questions plus the tiebreaker. They're all pretty straightforward questions. They're going to have to try to guess if you were successful in guessing those questions. Okay. So the first question, I will start. I'll call you off individually, one by one. So in this case, I'll start with Evita. Who is Nick's favorite Cleveland Brown of all time?
Nick Chubb.
See, that's my answer. So, all right. So we'll move to Allie. Who is Ross's favorite Brown of all time?
Autogram.
Okay. I like that's a good answer. All right, we will go down to Heather. Who is Andy's favorite Cleveland Brown?
Oh gosh. I can't remember the one guy's name, so I guess I'm gonna go with Baker.
Hey, he bought a signed autographed helmet.
I know, I can't think of his name.
It's Bernie Kosar.
That's it.
Yeah. That's what you said. Yeah, you said Bernie Kosar there, Heather. You're right. Oh, right on there.
I did. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, there we go. No, you're okay. All right, Kelly. Who's Ed's?
I know Ed's because he interacts with him on Twitter. It's Eric Metcalf.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah.
I mean, you can't argue with the what he did to the Steelers.
No, you really can't. So we'll do it in reverse order. So we'll start with you again,
Okay.
Kelly, for the second question. And my pen is dying. That's great. I've got like 6 pens there. Don't worry, guys. When Ed watches the Browns at home, would you describe him as silent, quiet, loud, or obnoxious?
It's Ed. Are you kidding me? Everybody knows the answer. It's obnoxious.
Okay. We'll go to Heather. How would you describe Andy?
Loud.
Loud. All right. Allie?
Childish.
Okay. Evita?
Obnoxious.
Yeah.
I like this game.
I've been
Yeah, we can do more.
enough. Okay, this is the last one. This is the last before the tiebreaker. So we'll start with you again, Evita. Besides the Browns, what is Nick's favorite team to root for?
The Cavs.
Yeah, I would say definitely is. Where am I at?
Good one
Allie.
now.
I couldn't remember where I was going. Allie, who is Ross's?
Oh, Cincinnati Bearcats. Does it have to be professional?
No. No, that definitely. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, Heather.
I'd have to go with the Cavs too.
Okay. All right. And over to you, Kelly. Ugh. Kelly.
That's easy. It's Ohio State. Where he's alum too.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we'll start back, and this is the tiebreaker. So how many hours a week would you say Ed spends thinking, reading, watching, or talking Browns?
Oh my god!
I can see everybody's face, and they're all like, "I cannot
I would
do
say
that
he even
mental
does
math."
it in his sleep. I mean, even in his sleep, like I don't think he takes time off.
So
I know it's all during work.
So 24/7. Gotcha.
I mean, pretty much 24/7.
Okay, Heather.
Can I go higher than 24/7?
I'll make an infinity sign. All right. There we go.
That's for sure.
We'll go to Allie.
I don't know how to put that in words, I guess, because it's Nintendo, Bearcats, Browns, but I feel like I would have to say kind of like the 24/7. It's just always on their mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe not talked about, but always on his mind, like
They're
obsessively.
probably dreaming about it though.
Yeah.
Talking to
Thinking
themselves
was
in
part
their
of
sleep.
it. Thinking was an option.
Yeah,
Evita?
and it's like the
Yeah, same,
tailgate, everything.
24/7.
It's the only thing you think about all day before the game. So yes,
Okay. All right, guys. If you would like to go get the significant others, bring them back, and we will go ahead and start to ask them what you guys said.
Okay.
So I'll kill a little bit of I'll kill a little bit of dead time and say that my wife would also like me to put an infinity sign.
Yeah, that won't make sense though, right?
Yeah. It's the right. That was the best answer because I know it's accurate about all 5 of the people.
Are you still here?
Currently on the
joining?
All right.
I was made one up.
Okay.
So I get it wrong.
Is she done?
She can be done or she can come back on. It doesn't matter. We're gonna ask you what you think they said.
No,
Come on, grab
everyone.
Callie,
significant other should
grab
be
chair.
Come and hang out.
Grab chair.
Come here, Callie.
It's crooked, by the way. Why do you have it on
I
there?
don't know.
I
why
know.
There's one of.
Who can know?
I
know
do
these things.
appreciate Heather's jersey, even though I don't like orange.
There are cookies on the ground.
I'm sorry. There were some good cookies.
Okay, but you need to not do that.
So
We go fair chair than this.
as we get this thing wrapped up,
Callie will be here in a minute. So.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So
Yeah.
we will start with Nick. Nick, the first question, and I accidentally clicked out of it. So let me bring up my questions real quick. So the first question that Evita was asked is, who is Nick's favorite Cleveland Brown of all time? What answer do you think she gave?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Nick Chubb.
Ding! Ding! 1 for 1.
Thing.
We're
Wow.
1 for 1. All right. Now I'm trying to remember. I asked you next, correct, Ali? Was that you? Okay. Ross, what do you think she answered for you?
That was my actual favorite, and she's like telling me that she tried tricking me, but Josh Cribbs is my favorite of all time, even though I named my son after Otto Graham.
Ooh, that was the answer. Was Otto Graham?
And I got it wrong, but
The
you
answer
know.
that was a. All right, Andy.
Now I
let's
got
get
to
you.
fire Ross.
Whoa.
Believe me. I mean, obviously the answer would be Bernie Kosar, but I know you would never be welcome with Bernie
I
Kosar.
know I did. I just forgot it.
We once we had a whole thing on Christmas where her gifts were hidden, and one of the clues was it's my favorite number, which is obviously 19. She could not remember for the life of her, so I would go with Bernie Kosar.
Ding, ding, ding.
I was going to go with Baker.
I tried to give you the subtle hint.
Yeah, I meant to say Baker. I'm too drunk. Whatever, however you want to rule that.
Well then, no, the answer was
Andy,
Bernie
did you
Kosar.
drink that whole thing?
Not yet. That's coming later. All right.
The answer was Bernie Kosar. All right, Ed. What did Kelly say your favorite Brown was?
Well, I think they actually wrote a song about it. I think it was about Bill Belichick and why did Bill run Metcalf up the middle? Yeah, it was
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. All right. So we went in reverse order. We played snake draft. So Ed, you're going to be up first for the second question. When Ed watches the Browns at home, would you describe him as silent, quiet, loud, obnoxious, or potentially a different verb?
Look, we all know Ed. I love me some me, but I'm obnoxious. If she didn't say obnoxious, there's something wrong because I annoy myself.
Ding, ding, ding. All right, Andy, you are up.
Okay, so stop trying to help me out
I'm
here.
not helping.
Okay, I feel like I'm pretty quiet. I know I'm not silent, so I'm going to say quiet because I'm usually having a lot of anxiety. All right.
You were 0 for 2. She said you were
Oh
loud.
my God.
Loud.
He's
Okay, this is the fun one.
The baby doesn't take naps.
Did I reveal that, Ross? You're up.
Okay, this is where you got 2, loud and obnoxious.
You know what? I'm going to give it to you because
No,
she
yeah.
said childish.
It's loud and obnoxious.
That is childish. So
I'm very positive until game day starts, and when the game starts, I turn into the most pessimistic fan you've ever seen.
Nick, you are up.
Oh, it's 1,000% obnoxious.
There you go. I love the little subtle nod that Avita gave to.
But no, we have this thing. We have this thing when my players succeed in the fantasy, I'll like flex and she'll flex back at me, and it's like my favorite thing in the world. You gotta give me a flex. You gotta do it. I need it.
Nick,
Come on,
All right.
Avita. Nick needs it.
God.
Nick, we are back at you. Swirled around for the final question without the tie before the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Besides the Browns, what is Nick's favorite team to root for?
Oh, it's the Cavs.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Ross, you're up.
Bearcats basketball.
Basketball?
The answer was Bearcats in general. So yeah. So ding, 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 ding. All right, Andy, you're up.
Indians or am I say Cavs? I think I'm gonna have to go which Indians, but would be Guardians now. See, they're
No.
looking at it.
The answer were the Cavs.
Cavs.
All right, Ed, you're up, my friend.
Oh gosh. There's two choices that are probably. It's probably. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna say like Gus Johnson says, the famous Ohio State Buckeyes.
There it is. Ding, ding.
What are you talking about?
Well, Cavs might have been. So.
Let me count this up real quick.
I know. I'm talking
Me.
That was an obvious answer. You don't know yourself. I know.
I got it right.
Now we're gonna start arguing because
Ellie,
the
you're
fact
so
that he
good at
even
these
thought
games.
about
We need a therapist.
All right.
Somebody going to help us out
So-
right now.
So Nick,
you have a Brutus hat.
Nick and Ed got all three correct. So they advanced to the final round.
All right.
We're all going to answer this question, obviously.
I would point out that Andy got 0 correct.
Yeah.
So we will go to the final round. Okay. How many hours? We start with Ed on this one because we circled back around. How many hours a week would you say Ed spends thinking, reading, watching, talking Browns?
You know
He's trying
what?
to do mental math.
He is.
I could-
Like,
you know
how
what?
many hours are there in a week?
I could say that the 40-hour work week, but you know what? It's 24/7, baby.
That is the answer. Yeah.
Really? That's an answer?
That was
legit?
the answer. Yeah. Andy will
She's
go to you.
obviously going to go really high, so 40 is probably not enough. I'll go 60 hours a week.
She said infinity sign.
Infinity?
Infinity.
That was the greatest answer, by the way.
She told me, "Can I go higher than 24/7?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's an infinity sign." So we'll.
If I would have answered after
I guess I got that
would've
wrong.
stole her answer.
Ross, you are up, my friend.
He's not
I'm
programmed
up.
to go infinitely.
Yes.
Yeah, Allie had to go up and take care of the baby. But time I spend, you want a percentage?
Yeah, whatever.
An hour. You got to give a number.
Oh man, a day?
No, a week.
A week.
A week.
Oh yeah. It was 4 days a week, and then I joined these damn chats. Now it's up to 6.
So your
Cap
number is
every day.
6 days a week.
The answer was 24/7.
Not quite 24.
She said that you're always thinking and dreaming about it. So Nick, it's up to you.
Avita is very practical, and we talk about this a lot, and I call Twitter a full-time job. So I'm going to say she said 40.
That's what I thought too.
And she said 24/7.
Damn it. What did you say?
You said
24/7.
it. 24/7.
Damn it.
I thought that was legit.
The winner is Ed and Kelly.
Good
No,
job.
no, we
That's
need
not
that.
right.
No, there's no.
That's
Hundred
Good
not-
job,
100%.
guys.
Thank you.
100%.
Thank you.
Guys,
Nice
thank you
to
so
meet
much
you.
for joining us. We appreciate
I'm
it
gonna
very,
get to
very
know
much.
my husband.
He almost got Ohio
you
State
so
question
much
wrong.
for
I'm gonna
coming
be
and
mad about
playing.
him about that all
Hope that was
night.
fun.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you,
Cool.
guys.
Thanks, everybody. You're welcome.
Nice.
That was awesome. Nice meeting you, ladies.
Guys.
Ladies.
All right, we will get,
Ladies' night on the DawgChug.
Oh.
I love it. Yeah, we need more of that.
we'll talk to you.
She's like the better half version of me, I think.
Ross, Ed,
We
we
all
will
have
talk to
very
you.
I
guys
don't,
in
Nick,
Chelsea.
I don't think, I know she's the better half version.
Oh,
of me.
she
I know
is.
this.
What are you doing with these?
I'll be
cookies?
holding it down.
All right, let's bring Roger back on.
We got Roger back on. Roger, guys, I've got some trivia for you, Roger, and I want you to be the first one to answer on this trivia. Are you ready?
Okay.
You ready? All right. So I've got some trivia because I thought this would be a fun exercise. And as I did it, I realized that I wasn't having any fun. But so we are going to do trivia, the 2017 or the 2021 Browns. I'm going to give you a statistic, a player, or a fact about a Cleveland Browns team. And I need you to tell me if that is about the 2017 0-16 Browns, or if that is about the 2021 6-6 Browns. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Roger, point one, I got 5. Point 1, third down conversion percentage, 33.8%. Is that the 2017 Browns or your 2021 Cleveland Browns?
2021 Browns.
No, Nick.
What? Wait, why would you tell me that's not the answer?
No. I'm just saying. I'm going to ask all of you. So he says no.
Oh.
No.
What is your question?
He said no. He said 2017.
Yeah, he said 2017.
No, he said 2021.
Oh,
No,
2021.
yeah,
Sorry.
sorry.
Yeah,
Crap.
this is a
Okay.
terrible game.
Roger says 2021. Nick.
I'll say 2017.
Okay. Andy?
Third down conversion, 30 what?
33.8%.
And we're talking about the 2017 season when we were what?
0-16.
1. Okay. I'm gonna go 2017.
It was the 2017 Browns, but the 2021 Browns are not that much better. They are at 36.8%.
Yikes.
All right. Number 2, we will start here with Mr. Carnes. The opponent's quarterback completion percentage. Okay. So opponent's quarterback completion percentage, 68.6%. Is that the 2017 Browns or the 2021 Cleveland Browns?
Wow. 2017.
2017, I am going with as well. Roger?
Okay, Roger.
2017.
It was indeed the 2017 Browns. Your 2021 Browns opponent completion percentage is 64.1. All right. Number 3. This is a specific player. This is a wide receiver. Okay. This wide receiver has caught. Oh, okay. The wide receiver caught only 15 of their 31 targets. Is that a player? Oh, no, we lost Nick. Oh, no. Hold on. I hear him beeping back in. There he is. Okay. So a wide receiver caught only 15 of the 31 targets. Is that a wide receiver that played for your 2017 Browns or your 2021 Browns, Mr. Manchin?
2021.
Okay. Nick?
16 of 31.
Caught 15 of 31.
15 of 31. A wide receiver has caught 15 of 31. That's a lot of targets for a wide receiver in 2021. So I'll say 2017.
Okay.
2021.
It's a trick question because the answer is Rashard Higgins, and he played on both of those teams.
Wow.
But the answer is 2021. Those are his stats this year.
Fuck yeah.
But it was a trick question because Rashard Higgins played on both of those teams. I thought that would be funny. Okay. The team's sack percentage. Okay. As in percentage of the dropbacks that the quarterback ended up being sacked. All right. Ross says that Andy showed some emotion there. Team sack percentage. So our quarterback was sacked 8.6% of his dropbacks. Is that Baker Mayfield this year or the combination of Deshaun Kaiser, Kevin Hogan, and Cody Kessler in 2017? 8.6%. We will start with Roger.
I would say Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Yep.
Mr. Carnes.
Give me Deshaun Kaiser and Cody Kessler.
And Kevin Hogan.
I'm going with company too. 2017.
That is Baker Mayfield in 2021.
You
in
suck, Roger.
In 2017, they were sacked on 8% of their dropbacks.
Way to pick a question that is like this far off to make it easy.
Yeah. Yep. Team punting average. All right. Team punting average. So the team's average of 43.9 yards per punt. Is that 2021 with Mr. Jamie Gillen? Or is that 2017 with the combination of Britton Colquitt and a surprise punt or two from Mr. Zane Gonzalez? 43.9, Mr. Manchin.
2017.
Okay. Nick?
2021.
Okay.
17. Roger? I'm flipping a coin.
That is Jamie Gillen's average this year of 43.9. Britton Colquitt and Zane Gonzalez had 47.6 yards a kick in 2017.
Scottish Tackhammer.
Scottish Hammer, I'm surprised it is that high.
Scottish Tackhammer.
I'm surprised 43.9 is. I'm surprised it's that high.
He's like the hammer that Andy Dufresne escaped from prison with.
Well, guys,
I love that movie.
We are coming to a crashing halt here. It's terrible considering we go for it inside the 50-yard line from Ross in the background. So we have a segment here from Mr. Nick Carnes. Mr. Nick Carnes, give us your most positive Browns statement, stat, or fact as we try to wrap up this thing and put a little bow on this extravaganza. And I hope all of you have had as much fun as we have, because I have laughed so hard that I now have to poop.
Wow.
No comments.
My most positive Browns statement is, if the Browns win out, they still tie the best Browns record of my lifetime. That I can't remember, because I know there was like those early 90s seasons, and I'm not even sure what their records were because I was a little boy. But basically from 99 and forward, I remember. And so if the Browns win out, they still tie. Yeah, because they have 5 games left. They have 6 wins. If the Browns win out, they still tie the best regular season record of my lifetime.
People, I'm going to give you one. Okay. I see a lot of Kevin Stefanski hate. Kevin Stefanski is 17-11 as a head coach. That's not long ago that we would have killed people for a record like that over a year and 12 games. Yeah. It's only the second year. There are still pieces that need to be made. I think he's still doing a hell of a job. Andrew Berry, Kevin Stefanski, they're still the right people for the job. 17 wins and 28 tries. How many years prior to Kevin Stefanski do you have to add up to get to 17 wins?
A lot. Holy shit, a lot.
Yeah, and I just have a question though. How is 11-6 better, is equaling 11-5 last year?
I guess that's true, but it's still 11 wins. It's the most wins that I've ever had in a regular season.
All right, fair enough. Well, you didn't say most wins. You said the best record ever.
All right, guys.
How about this? If the Browns win the remaining 5 games, that would be one of the best winning streaks we've ever seen heading into the playoffs, and we have all the momentum, and that would be incredible. So if the Browns are going to do this, everything is going to go from being very frustrating to being very wonderful very soon, and I'm here for that. So we just got to win one game at a time. We only have to do that 5 times, and everything is going to get incredible. So that's my positive statement. Why don't we let Roger have a crack at this?
You know what? Never mind. Give me back Brandon Whedon and the draft. and I can look forward to the fucking draft by now. You know what? At least we're in it. You know what I mean? Everything we all just, whatever shit we've been through, we're in it this Sunday. I always believe that we got a chance. He gives us a chance to win, and we know they can. And we've seen the offense move the football. And I just think that you got to give them a chance. And
hey, man, there's no way that they could be any less healthy coming out of this bye week.
Right.
The Ravens actually got more banged up while the Browns got healthier. That's my thoughts on this Sunday's game.
I just don't see the point in the doom and gloom going into this game where we were nowhere close to this for 20 years. So, we're in it and it's December.
We prayed for competitive football and now we have it and we're like, what the fuck?
Right. Anything can happen. And just look, enjoy the ride. Why bitch about it and complain?
Guys, do you guys have any final thoughts before we wrap up?
I want to just expand that. It's obviously we're allowed to be frustrated, and this has been a frustrating season. However, at the same time, I think we need to really think about the fact that long term, this team has so much potential, so much brighter than its short term potential. Obviously, I mean, the talent assembled on the offense and the defense, the guys that are locked up long term, the fact that so many guys are young. If Andrew Berry has a couple more cracks at the draft, and I mean, people can debate that he hasn't really done a ton yet, but I mean, I think every move he's making makes the team better. I think he's just going to continue to do that. Long term, this team is in such great shape. If this season ends up crapping out, which it might on Sunday, I think the best is yet to come. And as a Browns fan, I mean, I would much rather be in a position where long term I'm believing what they're doing than having a situation like the Steelers, where even if they're able to like overcome Big Ben's geriatric age, as Roger points out, where the fuck are they going from there? They've got nothing. They're heading towards a cliff. Everyone can see it.
It's gonna be fun.
Anyway, it is going to be fun to watch that happen because they're so delusional about that fact. However, Browns, the best is yet to come. I completely believe that. We have a great coaching staff. We have a great front office, and whatever happens in the short term, it's like I invest in stocks, and when I do that, if the stock goes down a lot, I don't get too stressed out about it because I believe in it, and long term it's going to be healthy, and I think Browns are going to be very healthy. So that's why we should be super excited and stop getting so upset with the short term details.
Well said, Nick. Any final thoughts before we put a bow on this thing?
Okay, so the Ravens lost who is arguably the best corner in the AFC North against the Steelers. And they were already the 31st pass defense in the NFL. I am looking for the Browns to, and I don't care how, I'm looking for them to score points early and often and a lot. And you know what? And so it's like this could be a statement for the rest of the season. If you can just overcome the Ravens, because you haven't beaten the Browns have not beaten the Ravens. I don't think, and producer Ed can probably help me, but I don't think they've beaten the Ravens since Nick Chubb went crazy in Baltimore. You're long overdue to beat them. They are as banged up as it gets. And so you need to make a statement here. That's what I need to say. And that's where I'm at.
All right.
I will bring on the producers real quick, see if they've got any final thoughts. Guys, do you got any final thoughts before we put a bow on this bad boy?
I do.
Oh, yeah, you go. I'll cut you off so you don't go overboard.
I do. And just give me about 30 seconds. Living in this Dr. Brown world. The Browns will be A-O-A-O-K. Because we got J-O-J-O-K. Sorry, Lamar Jackson. We got J-O-K. We're coming to kick your ass on Sunday. Season's not done. 7-6. We're ready to rock and roll. And Aaron Rodgers, we're coming on Christmas Day to kick your unvaccinated ass. Let's go, Browns.
Well done, Ed. Well done.
Yeah.
Well,
He's working.
I'm glad you played that because that's actually owned by the DawgChug. So this is actually the last time you can play that without having to pay us any.
Yeah, don't sue
incentive.
me. Don't sue me, guys. Merry
anyways,
Christmas,
my final
Cleveland.
thoughts.
Don't sue me.
I'm so used to I'm a post 1999 Browns fan. I'm only 31, and I always used to say, "Let's win out, and we're gonna get in." This might be the first team that could actually pull it off.
That's legitimate that it could actually happen.
Yeah, so I'm gonna remain an optimist and just go with that. This is a real win out possibility. Maybe outside of that Green Bay game, even if we lose that one, we still have a shot at the playoff with the way the AFC is going.
I want presents on Christmas. They better not give me a lump of fucking coal. I'll be so upset. Fuck that. No lumps of coal.
I want to point out something about Marlon Humphrey. It really becomes interesting this Sunday because Marlon Humphrey gives you such a luxury in his ability to lock down receivers of all ability one-on-one, which allows you to stack more people into the box. Losing a guy like Marlon Humphrey doesn't just make it easier to throw the ball. It makes it easier to run the ball as well. They're not going to feel as safe putting him one-on-one, whoever's out there one-on-one on the outside. To be able to slide somebody, to slide somebody else into the box. This thing, listen, I watched the Ravens and the Steelers. Those teams stink. This team has more talent than both of those teams. Now, if the Ravens had their dudes that are on IR, maybe not. But these teams that are going to line up on December 12th and then on January 3rd, we are better than them. Just go and fucking take it. Just go and take it. Nick, get us the hell out of here.
Well, I think, you know what? So I don't think I can get us out of here because we still have something for everyone. Andy?
We got to do, a little DawgChug tradition. We're going to drink a little bit. And I know not everyone's drinking because some of us have to get up for work very early tomorrow, but most of us are going to be. So we're going to do a little waterfall.
One of us has a 24-ounce Natty Daddy that hasn't been drank yet.
Well, did he add 50 followers? I bet he added 0 followers since.
I added 3.
I feel like you still need a Natty Daddy.
I will, if the Browns win on Sunday.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he keeps putting it off. Hey, what's the year? Hey, what's the year?
We're trying to make this an amazing
is the collaboration. You're not going to drink anything?
An epic DawgChug extravaganza. You should definitely just.
You put it off.
You need alcohol.
All right, whatever. Jacob's lame, but
I will shotgun it on Sunday if the Browns win.
Why we gotta do a little waterfall action.
All right, Andy's going.
Andy, hold on, Andy. Hold on, Andy.
Andy's going.
Andy has the most insane concoction ever, and you can't go get a Natty Daddy.
I mean, it is.
You're on vacation,
and we're doing like.
Can you go get that Natty Daddy, Jacob?
I can't.
We have literally added 7 fans to your podcast that already watch your podcast.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed, frankly.
Guys, I really.
It's been 2 hours.
My stomach hurts.
Oh my!
2-minute warning. 2 minutes. 2-minute warning.
Good night.
Even Eddie's drinking beer.
Well, first of all,
I know you got to chug that.
All right, everyone, calm down. I promised I was going to chug this. I made the big deal about you guys all selecting it. I'm going to drink it. The question is, are you guys going to drink with me or am I doing it solo?
I will.
We all talked about doing a waterfall. Are we doing a waterfall or not? To do a waterfall, we at least need Jacob to drink something.
You got something to drink, Jacob?
I can get it.
Tummy aches. Do you want to drink some milk so your tummy will feel better?
Do you want me to chug? I'll chug. Do you want me to chug a glass of milk?
Yeah.
I want you to chug a Natty Daddy, but failing that, will you drink some more milk?
Yeah,
to make
I will be right back.
History-wise, when you win the Indianapolis 500, you chug milk. So
yeah.
All right, 1 minute till we're at 2 hours.
Oh, we're going well past 2 hours.
Nobody's watching.
This is going to suck so bad. The smell coming off this is so gross. I can't even describe it. It's got whiskey. It's got pineapple vodka. It's got watermelon vodka. It's got a Dortmunder. It's got apple beer, and it's got LaCroix in here. This is disgusting.
It's missing my tear. I wish I could have. When you fired me, I wish I
and-
could have cried into it.
And Andy is literally putting on this superhero effort, and my co-host is going to get a glass of fucking milk.
Milk is not easy to chug though, so I'll give him a little bit.
Yeah.
Of
Oh, I could chug
30 years
milk.
old. It's hard to get up and down those stairs.
All right,
guys, go Browns.
It's been fun. Go Browns.
Go Browns.
I can't believe Andy's doing this.
It's gross.
Oh my God. Dude, Jacob, you owe us so many natty daddies. Not just one.
Oh,
Nick.
I don't know why all I tasted is watermelon. It's all I taste. Watermelon and whiskey.
Watermelon whiskey. What a combination that is.
Hey, remember when you asked the question if the DawgChug's going to be around a year from now to bye week? Not if he keeps doing that, it's not.
Oh, man. Dude, Andy.
Oh, man.
2/3 of the DawgChug will be alive.
Andy, you're incredible is what you are. I don't know how you do it. You're incredible. I just want to
Well,
say
I'll tell you how I did it. I went to
That was insane.
It's like Jacob, who couldn't even drink a beer because his tummy hurt.
Hey, how do I ever be so mean to me?
All right, let's.
He was mean. Hey, Jacob, he was mean to me. That's why he
Let's-
fired me.
hey,
So now
let's
you
let
know
these
what it's
people-
like.
Let's let these people go to bed.
So,
And,
Nick, get us the hell out of here.
so I
and
just
we
wanna
can have an
say,
after party and bullshit.
You know, yeah, and we are going to have an after party. Who's going to bed? No one. Maybe. Anyway, so Jacob and I started this whole thing, and I don't even know how this happened, but like all of us here are in this big group of friends, and it's not even everybody. I can't even begin to say, but like we just added Tim. You know what? And I got to shout out to Tim because Tim, not only is Tim a hero, he was willing to pick Roger up as he was freezing in the cold in a dead van, but Tim is our 10th Patreon member. What a guy, Tim. What a guy. Welcome to the party. All of you, all 10 of you. You're wonderful people. Jessica, I ate all the cookies. Roger's going to be upset with me. I ate them all. Sorry, Roger. I said I'd save you some. I didn't.
I made you a Christmas present too. Just think about that.
I'm so sorry.
I handcrafted a gift for you.
I'm so
Think
sorry.
about that as you're chomping on cookies.
I can't because I ate all the cookies. So I just want to say thank you to all our Patreon members. Thank you to everyone who just tunes in. Thank you to the wonderful Zabo Apparel who Jacob is representing. And you know what? The DawgChug is like if you were looking for a shining light in a sea of dark browns negativity, that's the DawgChug for you. So if you don't subscribe to them, it's Andy Mansion on YouTube. It's Catalina Manchmixer, who, good Lord, I don't know how he chugged that beer thing, whiskey, vodka thing, whatever that was. But if you don't follow all of it, and Ross Attack, he's got the best socks that you've ever seen. I don't have the orange socks right here. I'm sorry, but I will. Look at that. Look at that. The man's on point. He's got the best socks that there ever were.
He does.
Roger does bits like he never disappoints. He never disappoints. He's a man in a Hawaiian shirt, and he does such cool, awesome things. And Andy is a madman, frankly. So anyway, I just want to say thank you to all of you for being here. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. I can't wait to collaborate again. This is one hell of a night. Best bye week. So I'm Nick. I'm going to do this right. He's Jacob. He's Ross. He's Roger. That is Ed in Columbus. And the stud over there, too, is Andy Mansion, who I don't even know. That superhero
one more
power.
thing I want to add
Hit it.
real quick, if it's not a problem. I did just get confirmation from Jacob. If their Patreon gets to 11, before the next episode of the DawgChug, Jacob has volunteered to come on and drink his natty daddy live on our show.
He had better.
One more person to join Patreon, please. If you're watching, join, and you can watch our show. It's gonna be hilarious. I don't think you can do it. Let's see. Let's find out.
It's just $5 a month, and our next shirt giveaway is coming. That's like a $25 shirt shipped free to you. So right, that's value.
Yeah, just join for 1 month and then get out after you.
Well, you shouldn't get out, but you could join and then see Jacob chug, which will be quite a show because oh boy.
It's just I get a text alert. I'm like, look at Nick in my pockets, $5.
Damn straight, guys.
All right.
We will talk to you guys next week, baby. We love
Go
everyone.
What episode was this?
The Dalen 33 episode 33.
No, but who player? What player?
Dalen McCutcheon.
Dalen McCutcheon. Wow.
Hey, Jacob, Nick, thank you. Andy, Ross, Ed.
If you don't follow these guys, please do. They're amazing. They do so many. You know what? They're
all right. End the show. Come on.
They're as equally different as they are from us. They are as amazing. So it's wonderful. But this has been the Dalen McCutcheon
Browns, man. Yeah.
Of the Barking Dog Chug Show. As always, go Browns.
Go Browns.